What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today, another week of college basketball rankings. Crazy week of college basketball. I think 18 of the 25 teams in the AP poll had a loss, which made this by far the hardest week to rank these teams. By far. Like, you would think that it would mean that there's more changes than usual. It's not exactly more of a change in the order. It's kind of like a couple teams moved up quite a bit because everyone above them lost at least once throughout the week, and all the teams who lost once pretty much just moved down like 2 or 3 spots all together. Like, not to spoil it, but very, very weird week of college basketball. Yes, guys, Carolina is not ranked. All they had to do was beat Marquette. They played very good in the second half of the Florida State game, but against Marquette, no. So that would have given a ranking in my video, but no. So now they are not ranked. So let's get right into it. Number 25. And also, there are like 4 or so new teams in the rankings this week from last week, so keep an eye out for that. And here's one of them, number 25, the Oregon Ducks. Oregon is currently, a spoiler alert, is the only team ranked in the Pac-12 right now in my rankings. And they're just barely in there because I had to squeeze somebody in. I really felt like putting Carolina here, but I said they had to win both, and they did not. So I stuck Oregon in here instead. They're having a good season for themselves, but in a very weak Pac-12 conference, in my opinion. Number 24 is the Florida Gators, who also have a pretty nice season. Just coming off a win against Kentucky, although not the best Kentucky team you'll ever see. They still have a very talented roster, and it was a pretty good win for them. Florida's looking pretty nice in the SEC right now. Number 23 is Texas. I don't know what to think about Texas, man. If they can get their team chemistry better and like how it was earlier in the season or whatever was going on with that, this is like definitely a top 15 team in the nation. There's no doubt about it. I'm pretty sure we all see that. But the way that they're getting along right now, they're just kind of falling apart right in front of our eyes. So if this continues, I don't expect them to be ranked next week. So 23 for Texas right now. Number 22 is Kansas. Kansas back in the rankings, although they do have, 7 or 8 losses on the season. They are coming off a ginormous victory over Baylor the other day. And they haven't lost in, I think, like a 4-game win streak or something like that. So gotta give them the benefit of the doubt and put them in the rankings this week. Number 21 is Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's looking nice. They are looking very nice. Stacked Big 12 conference, and they're playing like one of the best teams right now. Cade Cunningham just dropped a 40-point double-double the other day. He's playing like an absolute monster. And if this can carry over to NCAA tournament, look out for the Cowboys. Number 20 is Virginia, moving down quite a bit. They're on a 3-game losing streak. Not what they were looking for. That loss to NC State was pretty nasty. That NC State team is not very good. But Virginia, they're kind of like Texas. I mean, they have way better team chemistry than Texas, but they're kind of just falling apart right in front of our eyes. Number 19, their in-state rival, Virginia Tech, does move ahead of them. Virginia Tech's one of these teams that did have a loss, but they definitely did not perform near as bad as Virginia did, so they are going to be one spot of Virginia in these rankings. Number 18 is Wichita State. This is one of the teams I was talking about, has to move up quite a bit because everyone in front of them is losing. So I had to give them the benefit of the doubt and move them up quite a bit. Wichita State up here at 18. Do I think they're the 18th best player team in college basketball? No, I do not. But based on how everyone else is playing right now, I gotta put them here. So number 17, another one of the teams, San Diego State. They're on like a 10-game win streak or something right now. They're like actually playing like a top team in the nation. I actually like this team a lot. Anyways, they're playing very good basketball. Number 17 for San Diego State. Number 16 is Clemson. Clemson hasn't lost in a while, so like the 2 teams before them, they're moving up quite a bit in these rankings. Clemson Tigers, one of the top teams in the ACC right now, playing very good defense. Number 15 is Texas Tech, and although they did suffer a loss, I moved them up because I thought overall they were more impressive than they were the previous week, so I thought they deserved to move up a little bit in this week's rankings. Number 14 is Florida State. Florida State, I was about to move into the top 7 or 8 teams in the nation, but that loss to UNC did kind of hurt a little bit. Obviously, they had a pretty good first half, but that second half was not good at all for Florida State. They got pretty much dominated in every way by Carolina in that, so got to move down a little bit in these rankings. Number 13 is Oklahoma. So pretty much from here to spot number 4, a team that they pretty much suffered a loss at this point. So they're basically almost in the same order as they had been, just a couple spots down. So yes, 13 for Oklahoma. Number 12 is Creighton, one of the best teams in the Big East. Villanova, another one of those teams, kind of falling off. Creighton kind of trying to claim that spot as the top team in the Big East right now. Number 11 is Alabama, surprise team out of the SEC. Did suffer a loss, so they moved down just a little bit, but I still do like this team in the way they play. Number 10 is Iowa. They just picked up a huge win over Big Ten conference rival Ohio State, which kept them from moving down about a couple spots. So they're only moving down one spot. I was going to have them down to about 14 because I haven't really been a fan of how they've been playing lately, but this game changed my mind, and now they are back in the top 10. Number 9 is Villanova. Villanova is one of those teams, if they keep playing like they're playing right now, kind of like Texas is playing without the team chemistry problems, and Virginia, they're kind of falling apart. I don't know, man. They're just not really playing as well as they should be playing. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of a theme with some of the teams that we've been covering right now. So yeah, number 9 for Villanova. If they have another week like that, they will not be in the top 10. Number 8 is Ohio State. They're on, 2 or 3 game losing streak right now. I still think this is a very good basketball team, but, I mean, really, there's just so much inconsistency with pretty much every team in these rankings. That's kind of insane. Outside of the top teams, which we'll get to in a minute. Number 7 is Arkansas. Arkansas, on the other hand, well performing, very well performing. Like what I'm seeing from Arkansas. They are playing legitimately like the best team in the SEC right now. I'm not going to exactly say they are the best team in the SEC, I should say. But I don't know, man. They are definitely up there. They're on like a 6-game win streak right now, or a 5-game. Number 6, West Virginia. I've had this team as a Final Four candidate for a while now. I like this team, man. I like the front court. McBride is very good as well. And obviously one of the best coaches in the nation. And I don't know. This is a very good team. I think if they can keep this play going come March, that would be very, very good. Number 5 is Illinois. Without Ayodasumu, they've been playing better than I had thought. They still did. I think they suffered a loss. I believe they did suffer a loss to. They did suffer a loss. Michigan State, that's what it was. But I really couldn't move them down. I couldn't really punish them for it because, I mean, everyone else, like, guys, you've been seeing it, like, everyone else in the rankings have been losing, so I really couldn't punish them for it. So it's unfortunate, but Illinois right now has to stay at 5. And number 4, in the last spot of the not elite category right here is Houston. Houston, very, very good team, very solid. They're one of the teams that didn't lose, so I had to move them up to the 4 spot, although I do not believe they're a top 14 in the nation. Right now, they got to be here because everyone else is losing. And now we're entering the top 3. In my opinion, these are really the only teams that have a chance in March. They're the only teams that are kind of really showing consistency at all this year. And that's going to be Baylor at 3, moving down from 2 to 3 after their loss against Kansas. It was just an off night for them. They had kind of 2 straight back-to-back not so great nights. Being one against Iowa State, a very bad Iowa State team, and the other being the loss to Kansas. So they only have 1 loss in the season, so only moved down to 3rd in the rankings. And number 2, and you could argue number 1, and I really do. I believe Michigan Wolverines are the best team in the nation. I truly believe that. I don't think Gonzaga of late has been tested enough. Yeah, they played a pretty good non-conference schedule early in the year, but that's been a long time, man. That is a long, long time. Obviously, Gonzaga, I had to leave them at the #1 spot in the nation. But Michigan, they've just been tested time and time again, and they prevailed time and time again. Only one loss in the season, playing really good basketball, but Gonzaga is still undefeated, so I have to leave them at #1 in these rankings. So guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Please like, subscribe, comment, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.